Hello students, good morning. Last class we discussed about characteristics of living organisms. In today's class, this is our second section and in this session we are going to discuss the living system. The living system is self-evolving, self-replicating. Living system is called self-replicating, self-evolving, yes, and self-regulated. Yes. What are these terms? Self-evolving means the living organism keep on modifying themselves with time. Their DNA keep on changing with time. Their DNA undergoes mutations and keep on changing. This is what self-evolving. So what is the meaning of self-evolving? Changing with time, right? And self-replicating. Self-replicating means capable of reproducing. Living organisms are capable of reproducing. They make their own offsprings. This property we call it self-replicating. And the living system is also called self-regulated. Self-regulated means they maintain their body temperature, maintain internal body conditions, yes, like they maintain their heartbeat, like they maintain their blood pressure. This is what self-regulated system. And all the living organisms, present, past and future, all living organisms are interlinked and interconnected by sharing the same type of genetic material. All present, past and future organisms, present organism, past organism and future organisms are interlinked in having what? Same type of genetic material. Interlinked in having same genetic material. What is a genetic material? DNA. It is DNA. Yes, all the present, past, future organism, they have their common genetic material, DNA. And this DNA is having what? Variations. We are not having 100% same DNA in all organism. There will be little bit differences among the DNA. Okay, all are having same type of genetic material, DNA, but to varying degrees. Varying means differing. Yes, there will be little bit difference among our DNA. Of course, we are all human beings having same type of genetic material, DNA, but our DNA is not same 100%. We are 99.9% same in our nucleotide DNA sequence, but 0.1% difference will be there. That make you unique. Okay. Now after this we are going to discuss what is biodiversity. बायोडाइवर्सिटी क्या होगा? देखिए, biodiversity means variety of all the living organisms present on earth. It is nothing but variety of all living organisms. Variety of all living organisms, different types of species on earth. Butterflies, so many species. Snakes, so many species. Yes, birds, so many species. So this variety of all the different types of organism on earth, it is called biodiversity. And biodiversity is the result of long evolutionary process. It is due to It is due to long evolutionary process. Evolutionary process. So with time, organism has gone gradual changes. Gradually organism has evolved into different types of species. Say for example, Earth is having so many species. Till now 1.7 to 1.8 million species are identified so far. So far, how many species are identified on Earth? 1.7 to 1.8 million species. They are given with their scientific name. We are having this list so long. 1.7 to 1.8 million species are till now identified on Earth. And every time what we do in the identification of organism, first we characterize the organism. Characterization. Say for example, if you want to identify any plant or any animal, first of all we characterize the organism. After characterization, we perform what? Identification. Identification of the organism. After identification of the organism, we perform next classification. And after classification we perform next nomenclature. These are the steps involved in identification process of the organism. First of all we characterize the organism. Okay, first of all we characterize the organism. Say for example, when you look at a giraffe, you are going to characterize it. It is having so long neck, and it is having mammalian character, it is having ear pinna, it is having mammary gland. Those are the characteristics of the organism. On the basis of characteristic of organism, we identify that organism in our regional language, that is our local language. After identification of organism, what we perform? Classification. Classification is nothing but grouping of organism. Grouping of organism is classification. And after classification we perform nomenclature. Nomenclature is nothing but scientific name, giving scientific name to the organism. So final step is giving scientific name to the living organism, but first step is characterization. Each and every organism is having their own characters. And on the basis of that character, we identify it in their regional language. In their local language, we give name to that organism. After that, we classify. Classification means grouping or dividing organism into categories. Say for example, mammalia is one category, one group of organism. Mammalia is one group of organism which is having mammalia. How to identify mammals? Mammalia. Mammalia means they have number one pinna and second mammary gland. And third, they have hairs on their body. Yes. These are the peculiar characters, unique characters allotted for this category, mammalia. All those animals on earth which are having these characters. Pinna is nothing but external ear. This is our external ear, it is called pinna. Then mammary gland, which secrete milk for the nourishment of the newborns, and hairs. These characters make the organism mammals. Similarly, another category, insecta. How to identify insecta? Insecta means 3 pairs of legs. 3 pairs of legs. All those animals on earth which are having 3 pairs of legs. 3 pairs of legs means compulsory it is insecta. Yes, like this, on the basis of character, we make organisms what? Groups, different groups. Grouping organisms based on their characteristics is called classification. What is classification? Grouping organism on the basis of characters. And remember students, first characterization followed by identification, characterization, identification, classification and nomenclature of organism combinedly called, yes, what we call it, taxonomy. Yes, take down this point. What is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the study of characterization, identification, classification and then nomenclature of organism. It is called taxonomy. Take down this word, very important. And this taxonomy, the term taxonomy was coined by A.P.D. Candolle. The person who coined the term taxonomy, A.P.D. Candolle. A.P.D. Candolle coined the term taxonomy. Yes, take down this one. After this, now moving to further details. What is meant by systematics? Systematics क्या होगा देखिए. Systematics is the study of diversity of organism as well as their interrelationship. In taxonomy, what we cover? In taxonomy, we cover 4 important things: characterization, identification, classification and nomenclature of organism. But in systematics, what we do? In systematic, diversity of organism plus their evolutionary relationship. So systematic, it is equal to diversity of organism plus their evolutionary relationships also. Diversity of organism plus evolutionary relationship combinedly called systematics. क्या बोलेंगे इसको? Systematics combinedly. And father of taxonomy. Who is considered as father of taxonomy? Carolus Linnaeus. Yes, Carolus Linnaeus considered as father of taxonomy. He has given the concept of binomial nomenclature. That means each and every organism is given with a scientific name, and each scientific name having 2 separate words, genus name and the species name. So if the scientific name is having 2 parts, genus name and a species name, we call it binomial. Bi means 2, nomial, binomial, each name consisting of 2 separate words. A system of scientific naming of living organism. It is introduced by Carolus Linnaeus, and Carolus Linnaeus authored a book. He authored a book. What is the name of book? Authored by Carolus Linnaeus, very important. Systema Naturae. The book written by Carolus Linnaeus, Systema Naturae. And in that book, Systema Naturae, he has given the concept of binomial nomenclature. He listed out all the scientific names. Thousands of scientific names for plants and animals are listed out in Systema Naturae. What this book consisting of? It has what? Binomial nomenclature, scientific names, enlisted scientific names. Okay? And what is systema? There is one more word related to systematics, systema. Systema means systematic arrangement of organism. Systematic arrangement of organisms. Systematic arrangement of organisms. It is called systema. सिस्टेमैटिक्स क्या होगा? डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म प्लस एवोल्यूशनरी रिलेशनशिप, ये दोनों मिलाकर बोलेंगे सिस्टेमैटिक्स. वैरायटी ऑफ ऑर्गेनिजम्स, ऑल द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म, डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म हो गया, उसका एवोल्यूशनरी रिलेशनशिप, ये कवर होगा सिस्टेमैटिक्स में. और सिस्टेमा क्या होगा? सिस्टेमा होगा सिस्टेमैटिक अरेंजमेंट ऑफ ऑर्गेनिजम्स. जस्ट लाइक इन पीरियोडिक टेबल, केमिस्ट्री में आप पढ़ते हैं, all the elements which are having similarities, all the elements which are having affinities, resemblance, they are grouped into one category. In that same way, organisms which are having similarities, resemblance, they are grouped into one category. So diversity, all the different types of organism on earth, it is called diversity, plus their relationship, how they are related. And you should remember this Carolus Linnaeus and the book written by Carolus Linnaeus, Systema Naturae. After this we are moving to what is meant by taxon versus taxa. You should know the difference, taxon versus taxa. Taxon means it is a group of organisms which are having resemblance and belonging to any one convenient category. Okay, in the living system what we do, we make convenient categories for organisms, like first we make kingdom. For all organism we make kingdom. After kingdom we make phylum, and under the phylum we make class. Okay, you should remember the categories name. I am repeating, what are the categories? First we make organisms kingdom, and then we make phylum. Under the kingdom we make phylum, that means smaller than kingdom is phylum. After phylum, within phylum we have classes, within class we have order, within order we have family, and within family we have genus, and within genus we have species. There are 7 categories totally: kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. We will make the list, don't worry. Here what is mean by taxon? Taxon का मतलब क्या होगा? देखिए, a group of resembling organism, a group of resembling organisms, belonging to any one category, belonging to any one category. Yes, a group of organism belonging to any one category, it is called taxon. And remember student, taxon means सिंगुलर होगा, ये वर्ड सिंगुलर होगा, एंड टैक्सा जो है प्लूरल होगा. ओके, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन टैक्सॉन एंड टैक्सा. सो वन ग्रुप ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म इज टैक्सॉन, वन ग्रुप ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म टैक्सॉन. Different group of organism, if I write many organisms at a time, if I write, then we call it taxa, plural form. One group taxon, many group taxa. Now we'll take the example for taxa and taxon so that you will get clarity. If I write wheat, wheat is one plant, rice and plants, these are all taxa at different levels. Taxa at different levels होंगे. Yes, these are taxa at different level. If you say wheat is one plant, rice one plant type, and if I say plants, plants means it include all plants. Plants, if you use this word, it include wheat, rice, mango, coconut, everything is included within the name plants. एक ही नाम बस काफी है ना, प्लांट्स में सारे प्लांट आ गए। लेकिन वीट अगर आप बोलेंगे तो एक टाइप का प्लांट होगा, राइस एक टाइप का प्लांट होगा, प्लांट्स मतलब सारे प्लांट आ गए ना। तो दीज आर व्हाट टैक्सा। टैक्सा इसलिए बोल रहा हूं बिकॉज दिस इज द प्लूरल फॉर्म। वीट वन टाइप, राइस वन टाइप, प्लांट्स, तो ये प्लूरल टाइप हो गया ना, ये प्लूरल हो गया, इसलिए मैं टैक्सा बोल रहा हूं एट डिफरेंट लेवल्स। सिमिलरली डॉग, कैट, मैमल्स, animals. If you say dog, this is one type of animal, cat one type of animal, mammals are many type of animals coming under one group, that is mammal, lion, tiger, cat, dog, humans, these are all coming under mammals category, and all the mammals and all other different types of animal coming under the category animals. So that means this is what taxa at different level, taxa at different levels. So there are two examples are given like this in NCERT. If I say plants, it is what very big term. Plants may include all the types of plants, but if you say wheat or rice, it is going to be one type of plant or one species. Plants include many types, many species. Animals include many species, mammals include many species, but animals are more. Animals में fishes भी आएंगे, amphibia, reptilia, birds, mammal, invertebrates, everything, mammals. फिर cat एक species हो गया, dog एक species हो गया. So if I take only dog, then we call it taxon. ये होगा taxon. कैट एक टैक्सॉन, मैमल्स एक टैक्सॉन, एनिमल्स एक टैक्सॉन, बट कंबाइंडली वी कॉल इट टैक्सा एट डिफरेंट लेवल्स. अंडरस्टूड स्टूडेंट्स? यस. आफ्टर दिस टैक्सा वर्सेस टैक्सॉन, नाउ वी आर मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कशन, दैट इज टैक्सोनॉमिक कैटेगरीज. जैसे मैं बताया आपको टैक्सोनॉमिक कैटेगरीज कौन कौन से हैं. अकॉर्डिंग टू लीनियस हैज गिवन टैक्सोनॉमिक कैटेगरीज. लीनियस हैज गिवन 7 obligatory taxonomic categories. 7 obligatory मतलब कंपल्सरी taxonomic categories. Linnaeus has given 7 obligatory taxonomic categories, and those are number 1 kingdom, सेकेंड पे आएगा देखिए फाइलम, और वी कैन राइट डिवीजन आल्सो. फाइलम कब लिखना है, डिवीजन कब लिखना है, दैट इज आल्सो ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. फाइलम वी राइट इन द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ एनिमल्स. फाइलम वर्ड एनिमल्स में यूज करेंगे, प्लांट्स में वर्ड यूज करेंगे हम डिवीजन. किंगडम इज हैविंग व्हाट मेनी फाइलम्स, एंड फाइलम इज हैविंग मेनी क्लास. क्लास के अंदर होगा ऑर्डर, ऑर्डर के अंदर होगा फैमिली, फैमिली के अंदर होगा जीनस, फैमिली के अंदर होगा जीनस, जीनस के अंदर होगा स्पीशीज. काउंट कर लीजिए 7 होंगे ये. दीज आर द 7 टैक्सोनॉमिक कैटेगरीज, एंड आई एम राइटिंग दिस किंगडम टू स्पीशीज. किंगडम टू स्पीशीज लिख रहा हूं मैं, और ये किंगडम टू स्पीशीज क्या है ना, ये डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर है. कौन सा ऑर्डर है, डिसेंडिंग, लार्जर टू स्मॉलर कैटेगरीज. अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. What is the descending order, what is the ascending order? Question can be framed like this. If you arrange the taxonomic categories from kingdom to species, it is called descending order, larger to smaller, kingdom to species. And if you write it in reverse order, species to kingdom अगर लिखेंगे तब बोलेंगे ascending order. Species to kingdom ascending, kingdom to species descending order. ठीक है, किंगडम टू स्पीशीज अगर लिखेंगे तो डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर हो जाएगा ये। एंड टू रिमेंबर दिस कैटेगरीज यू कैन रिमेंबर हियर वन ट्रिक, कीप पॉट्स क्लीन, कीप पॉट्स क्लीन। ये कैटेगरीज याद रखने के लिए सीक्वेंस में ये आप निमोनिक याद रख सकते हैं, कीप पॉट्स क्लीन अदरवाइज फैमिली गेट सिक। सो यहां पे आपको क्या करना है, फ्रॉम ईच वर्ड फर्स्ट लेटर यू हैव टू कंसिडर, फर्स्ट लेटर। जैसे यहां पर के फॉर किंगडम, पी फॉर फाइलम, सी फॉर क्लास, ओ फॉर ऑर्डर, एफ फॉर फैमिली, जी फॉर जीनस, एस फॉर स्पीशीज। Keep pots clean, otherwise family gets sick. This is the mnemonic to remember all these categories in sequence. As I told, question can be possible ascending order और descending order में अगर बताना है आपको। Kingdom to species अगर आप बोल रहे हैं, if you say kingdom to species, it is called descending. Kingdom से species जा रहे हैं तो descending. Larger to smaller, किंगडम से स्पीशीज जा रहे हैं मतलब आप लार्जर से स्मॉलर जा रहे हैं, डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर होगा। इफ यू राइट स्पीशीज टू किंगडम इट विल बी कॉल्ड असेंडिंग ऑर्डर, असेंडिंग ऑर्डर, स्मॉलर टू लार्जर। स्पीशीज से अगर आप किंगडम जा रहे हैं तो ये असेंडिंग ऑर्डर होगा, स्पीशीज से किंगडम की तरफ। ओके, नोट कर लीजिए पॉइंट्स। नाउ आफ्टर दिस अब हम जा रहे हैं, देखिए बाइनोमियल नॉमेनक्लेचर, बाइनोमियल नॉमेनक्लेचर के रूल्स पढ़ने के लिए। बाइनोमियल नॉमेनक्लेचर मीन्स इट इज द साइंटिफिक मेथड ऑफ गिविंग नेम्स टू द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, ए साइंटिफिक मेथड of giving scientific name to the plants and animals on earth. This is what binomial nomenclature, a system of giving scientific name, a system of giving scientific names to the living organisms. It is called binomial nomenclature. And this binomial nomenclature, each scientific name consisting of two separate words. Each scientific name consisting of two separate words. Yes, हर scientific name में आपको two words मिलेंगे। First word genus होगा, first word genus name, and the second word species name होगा। देखिए, this is the rule. In every scientific name we have two separate words, genus name and species name. One of the best example, if I write mango, what is the scientific name of mango? मैंगो का साइंटिफिक नेम होगा मैंजीफेरा इंडिका, सेकेंड सेपरेट वर्ड इंडिका। सो फोकस हियर, मैंजीफेरा इंडिका, देर आर टू सेपरेट वर्ड्स। द फर्स्ट वन मैंजीफेरा, इट इज कॉल्ड जीनस नेम, एंड द सेकेंड वन इट इज कॉल्ड स्पीशीज नेम। इंडिका जो है ना, ये स्पीशीज नेम होगा, मैंजीफेरा जीनस नेम होगा। एंड ऑलवेज जीनस नेम शुड स्टार्ट विथ कैपिटल लेटर, जीनस नेम शुड स्टार्ट विथ कैपिटल लेटर, स्पीशीज नेम शुड स्टार्ट विथ स्मॉल लेटर। एंड बोथ द जीनस एंड स्पीशीज नेम्स दे आर रिटन सेपरेटली विथ ए स्मॉल स्पेस, दोनों के बीच में थोड़ा सा स्पेस होना चाहिए, ये भी रूल है, राइट। एंड व्हाट इज द लैंग्वेज हियर? Mangifera indica, these words are derived from which language? Yes, scientific names are always derived from Latin language. Scientific name Latin language से derive होते हैं। Latin language एक dead language है, It is not in practice. Now nobody is speaking in Latin language. And Latin language क्या है ना, एक dead language है. So there are little chances of changes. Mangifera indica, every country has to follow this. Whether it may be India or any other country. Compulsory. Scientific name is universal throughout the world. And we have to follow the same pronunciation. Mangifera indica. Latin language से. Correct? So rules of binomial nomenclature में one by one देखेंगे. First word genus name, second word species name. Always scientific name from which language? Always scientific names कहाँ से लेना है? Latin language से लेना है. Okay, this is one very important rule. Always scientific name derived from Latin language. Number 1 point. Second point, genus name. Genus name कैपिटल लेटर से स्टार्ट होना चाहिए. Genus name कैपिटल लेटर starting letter. और species name should start with small letter. small letter से start करना होगा. This is also one rule. And next rule, handwritten scientific name. Handwritten, अगर scientific name handwritten है, handwritten scientific names underlined. Handwritten scientific name underlined separately for genus and species. For genus and species, yes, genus और species को separately underline करना होगा. Genus name को अलग से underline, species name को अलग से underline करना होगा. And printed अगर रहेंगे, printed scientific name no need of underlining. Okay, printed scientific name are in italic form. Printed scientific name are in italic form. Handwritten scientific name underline करना होगा. देखिए सारे पॉइंट्स यहाँ पे क्लियर कर देता हूं मैं. Always scientific name are in which language? Latin. एग्जाम में याद रखिए क्वेश्चन बनता है, which of the following statement is incorrect about binomial nomenclature. तो फर्स्ट रूल क्या है ना, यहां पर एग्जाम में क्या है, इनकरेक्ट अबाउट बाइनोमियल नॉमेनक्लेचर पूछ रहा है. तो यहां पर हमें रूल्स पूरे पढ़ना होगा. रूल्स क्या है? रूल नंबर 1, साइंटिफिक नेम शुड बी इन लैटिन लैंग्वेज. अब वहां एग्जाम में लिखेगा साइंटिफिक नेम आर इन एनी लैंग्वेज. नो, दैट इज इनकरेक्ट. ओनली लैटिन लैंग्वेज में लिखना है. और फर्स्ट लेटर ऑफ जीनस नेम शुड स्टार्ट विथ कैपिटल लेटर. सेकेंड लेटर, जो सेकेंड वर्ड है स्पीशीज नेम, शुड स्टार्ट विथ स्मॉल लेटर. एंड हैंड रिटन साइंटिफिक नेम को अंडरलाइन करना है, कंपल्सरी अंडरलाइन, एंड दैट टू सेपरेट अंडरलाइनिंग फॉर जीनस नेम एंड स्पीशीज नेम. जीनस और स्पीशीज को अलग अलग अंडरलाइन करना होगा. और प्रिंटेड साइंटिफिक नेम्स लिखेंगे हम इटैलिक फॉर्म में. विच फॉर्म? इटैलिक फॉर्म में लिखना होगा प्रिंटेड साइंटिफिक नेम. यस, दीज आर द रूल्स ऑफ बाइनोमियल नॉमेनक्लेचर. एंड कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ दिस, वन मोर रूल देखिए. ऑथर नेम कैन बी written in abbreviated form. Can be written in abbreviated form at the end. Say for example, ये भी एक रूल है देखिए बाइनोमियल नॉमेनक्लेचर का. Say for example, if I write Mangifera indica, separate underlining, Mangifera indica. After this I am writing here author name, and whether I should write complete author name? No. Linn, Linnaeus. This is what very important rule. Question can be framed from this. Author name can be written in abbreviated form. It's not compulsory to write author name always. लिख रहा हूं मैं, author name can be written. It's not compulsory. Author name can be written in abbreviated form, short form, at the end of scientific name. Say for example, Mangifera indica, scientific name complete. After that we have to write author name in short form, Linn. Linn stand for Linnaeus. That means Linnaeus ने ये नाम दिया था ना फर्स्ट टाइम, Mangifera indica. Mangifera indica, Linn. Next, one more rule for binomial nomenclature. In case if genus name and species name, if both are going to be same, this happens only in some of the zoological nomenclature. ऐसा सिर्फ कुछ zoological nomenclature में होगा, animals के name में होगा ऐसे, some of the animals के name में, not all. In some cases genus name, genus and species name, genus or species name, if both become same, okay. In some cases, genus and species name, if both become same, they are called tautonyms. क्या बोलेंगे? Tautonyms. In some cases, genus और species name अगर दोनों same हो जाएंगे, if both become same, they are called tautonyms. Example for tautonym देखिए, one of the best example of tautonym, there is a fish called कटला. fresh water fish होती है कटला. And there is another very popular example whenever we talk about this tautonym, Naja. This is what cobra snake होता है. नोट कर लीजिए, कटला क्या है? फ्रेश वाटर एडिबल फिश है, रिवर से पकड़ी जाने वाली फिश है कटला. और नाजा क्या है? कोबरा है. एंड वन मोर थिंग यू कैन नोटिस हियर, इन बोथ द केसेस जीनस और स्पीशीज नेम दोनों का सेम हो रहा है. देखिए, नाजा, जीनस और स्पीशीज नेम दोनों सेम, कटला दोनों सेम, जीनस एंड स्पीशीज नेम. अगर जीनस और स्पीशीज नेम दोनों सेम हो रहे हैं, सो वी कॉल इट टाउटोनिम्स. क्या बोलेंगे? टाउटोनिम्स. नेक्स्ट, ICBN एंड ICZN, ये क्या होता है? ICBN and ICZN, these are the international organizations. These are the international organization which give scientific names. Say for example, what is this? ICBN, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. That means जितने भी प्लांट्स के साइंटिफिक नेम हैं, those plant scientific name are given by ICBN. Say for example, if we want to give a scientific name for a new species, a newly discovered species of plant, definitely we have to go with ICBN rules. ICBN gives rules for nomenclature in case of plants. Or ICZN, it is nothing but international code for zoological nomenclature. ये zoological nomenclature है, ये animals के लिए होता है. ICZN is for animals and ICBN is for plants. नोट कर लीजिए. ICBN is giving scientific names to the plants. ICZN is giving names to animals. And one more thing, what are Alsatians? Do you know Alsatians? बुक में पूछा है, एनसीईआरटी में. डू यू नो अल्साटियंस? यस, अल्साटियंस क्या है? ट्रेन्ड डॉग्स होते हैं. ट्रेन्ड डॉग्स आर कॉल्ड अल्साटियंस. एक बार रिकैप कीजिए क्या क्या पढ़े. देखिए हम यहां पर बाइनोमियल नॉमेनक्लेचर के सारे रूल्स आपको क्लियर रहना चाहिए. Always scientific name, they are derived in from which language? Latin language. Why only Latin language is used? Question can be framed. Latin language is used to maintain international uniformity. To maintain international uniformity. आप बोलेंगे सर लैटिन लैंग्वेज ही क्यों? Why they are not derived from English language? तो अगर इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज से अगर हम कोई वर्ड डिराइव करेंगे तो डिफरेंट कंट्रीज दे विल प्रोनाउंस इट इन डिफरेंट वेज. प्रोनाउंसिएशन डिफरेंस होगा एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट देयर विल बी लॉट्स ऑफ चेंजेस पॉसिबल. सो दैट्स व्हाई ऑलवेज साइंटिफिक नेम को हम लैटिन लैंग्वेज में ही डिराइव करना है. एंड ऑलवेज जीनस नेम शुड स्टार्ट विथ कैपिटल लेटर, स्पीशीज नेम स्मॉल लेटर से. हैंड रिटन नेम्स को अंडरलाइन करना होगा. जीनस एंड स्पीशीज. प्रिंटेड साइंटिफिक नेम कौन से फॉर्म में लिखना है? इटैलिक फॉर्म में लिखना है. ऑथर नेम एब्रीविएटेड फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं, शॉर्ट फॉर्म में. इन सम केसेस व्हेन जीनस नेम एंड स्पीशीज नेम बोथ आर गोइंग टू बी सेम, वी कॉल देम टाउटोनिम्स. क्या बोलेंगे उनको? टाउटोनिम्स बोलेंगे. अगर जीनस नेम और स्पीशीज नेम सेम होता है तो वी कॉल देम टाउटोनिम्स. ठीक है. अल्साटियंस क्या है? ट्रेन्ड डॉग्स हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट. सो टैक्सोनॉमिक कैटेगरीज: किंगडम, फाइलम, क्लास, ऑर्डर, फैमिली, जीनस, स्पीशीज. इसका हम डिटेल नेक्स्ट क्लास में करेंगे. रिमेंबर स्टूडेंट, दिस इज व्हाट kingdom to species. If I write kingdom to species, it is called descending order. कौन सा ऑर्डर होगा ये? किंगडम से स्पीशीज डिसेंडिंग, ये होगा डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर. किंगडम से स्पीशीज डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर, स्पीशीज टू किंगडम असेंडिंग ऑर्डर होगा. असेंडिंग ऑर्डर. कल फुल डिस्कशन, नेक्स्ट tomorrow's class we are going to discuss on this taxonomic categories given by Linnaeus. And one more thing, what is kingdom? Kingdom is a group of phylum. What is kingdom? Kingdom is a group of phylum. What is phylum? It is a group of class. phylum के नीचे क्या ले रहे हैं हम? क्लास ले रहे हैं. तो what is phylum? It is a group of class. What is class? It is a group of orders. And what is order? It's a group of family. What is family? It is a group of genus. And what is genus? It is a group of species. And what is a species? Yes, species is the smallest basic unit of classification. Smallest basic unit of classification. It is called species. Smallest basic unit of classification को बोलेंगे species. And species include interrelated organism, interbreeding organisms, right? And the concept of species given by Ernst Mayr इन प्रीवियस क्लास वी हैव डिस्कस दिस। प्रीवियस क्लास में हम पढ़े ना, स्पीशीज का कॉन्सेप्ट अर्नस्ट मेयर ने दिया था, एंड इट इज द स्मॉलेस्ट यूनिट ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन. It is interbreeding population. Okay, so further details of all these taxonomic categories we will discuss in next class. Thank you.